Welcome to my channel. This is Clarity Empress, the Empress of Clarity, here to do a collective energy reading for my Clarity Empress Collective. Hope everyone is well. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment in the chat or the comment section. Let me know if the reading resonates with you. Please, when you show up, hit that like button. Let me know you're there. We're a small audience at the moment, so every like counts. I appreciate it. Helps the algorithms. It's an energetic donation to the channel. All right. Now, I'm going to do a collective reading for you. Tomorrow, I will be doing live readings by donation. You can join in. If you get in within the first hour, you can be read on live. All right. You just put the heart in the comment section with a dollar sign. Our moderator will let you know what to do next, and then I will, I will read your cards. So again, hey, Black Cherry, you go. What's up, sis? Busy mama. All right, so I broke out my very first deck, and let me tell you a little bit about why I chose this deck. This is my first deck because when I discovered tarot back in 5 years ago. I mean, I knew about tarot, but before I decided to embark on this journey, um, every deck I saw was not melanated. No one looked like me. So I was like, hey, can I have something that looks like me? As you can see, I'm very brown. I wanted somebody that looked like me, and I couldn't find it. So I came across this deck, and it was neutral, and it is called Crow Tarot or Crow Tarot, however you like to say it. Created by MJ Cullinane. I don't even know if I say that right, but Crow Tarot or Tarot, however you want to call it. This was my very first deck. When I started to learn how to read the cards, I was like, oh my God, this is accurate. This makes sense. So this was my go-to deck for a long time. All right, so said the prayer already. I'm going to ask Spirit, what do they want to tell us? But just before I was getting ready to set it up for the live, I heard make them stand on it. So I said, oh, I guess you want me to be putting that as the title, Spirit? So I found a thumbnail. Make them stand on it. Spirit said, if you got someone in your life, all right, there's someone in your life that is playing with you, cat and mouse, in and out, I don't know, just not consistent, not honest, even honest with themselves. Make them stand on it. 'Tis the season to make them stand on it. Okay? Somebody says, I don't want you, make them stand on it. Somebody says, I want you, make them stand on it. Show and prove. That's what we're about right now. All right. So let's read the messages that Spirit gives us. Spirit, give me a message for my collective. What do they need to know or be aware of? Let me stop shaking my desk. Oh, Spirit said, put that burden down. This is the Ten of Wands in reverse. Release those things. If you could see, all right, see the upright is a crow with a bag of sticks, 10 sticks, right? But in the reverse, when you reverse something, you release it. Sometimes, not everything. Sometimes things get worse that way. But when you, with the Ten of Wands, though, in particular, it's a release. It's a let go. It's an ending of holding on to all the burden and responsibility. Tell me more, Spirit. Hey, Life Magic. Hey, what's up, y'all? Uh-oh, 2 cards. We got the Empress, and we got the 2 of Wands in reverse. This is beautiful energy already. Tell me more, Spirit. Oh man, we got the Emperor in reverse. That's the challenge. Oh my gosh. Tell me more, Spirit. So we got counterparts here, but they are not on the same. They are not on the same page. Tell me more, Spirit. We got the Five of Wands. All right, in bottom of the deck, and the Wheel of Fortune. I heard as soon as I put that, as soon as I put that Five of Wands down, I heard, um, they put you in competition. So I feel like the Ten of Wands represents this Empress energy. And this Empress, she's abundant. She is intuitive. She's creative. She's loving. She's nurturing. She's a mother, wise. Empresses make queens. Queens make knights and pages. You know what I'm saying? So she she is the embodiment of all four queens. She's intelligent, she's sweet, loving, kind, nurturing, she's financially abundant, and she's a leader, right? Um, However, she had to make a decision she did not want to make. The Empress was at a crossroads, and the crossroads is about this emperor. So this emperor is not operating in their full capacity. If they're in reverse, they're not being mature, they're not being the mentor they're known to be, the father figure they're known to be. They are the opposite. They probably are loose with their discipline. Um, yeah, they're just not. This is like it's like looking like a man, appearing like a man, but being a boy deep down inside, even down to the surface, like to the point where that boyhood is still coming out. This I heard F boy tendencies when the Emperor's in reverse, because the Emperor wants, especially in reverse, they want control. The Emperor in the upright just wants discipline and order, but the Emperor in reverse wants to control the situation, to make them go their way of the highway. And I feel like this Emperor put the try, or at least tried. Let me clear that up before I get it out wrong. Tried to put the Empress in competition with the Five of Wands. You can't, hey Tuesday, you can't put an Empress in competition and expect to have the Empress, right? Example, if the Empress is generous enough to purchase you something, this Emperor will go back to another female and show off what the Empress gave them without saying, maybe not even saying that the Empress gave them, but that other person, possibly a karmic, would know. Oh, that came from that Empress. I know where that came from. And put that Empress, that, or I should say the karmic, in competition with that Empress. All of a sudden they competing, all of a sudden they jumping, all of a sudden they doing something trying to top the Empress, what the Empress did. Or sometimes the karmic will try to mirror the Empress energy and do the same thing, but just more of it. So I feel like you got an immature emperor who's trying to be with an Empress, but the Empress is deciding or making a hard decision to let this burden go with this emperor. You cannot align with somebody that's not trying to align with you, not ready, that's not mature enough to be on your same page. Or at least not attempting to. Like, everybody's not on the same page. We all are not always on the same timeline. However, somebody needs to be at least trying to get where you're going, at least heading in that direction. And, you know, trying to get there. We got this was a victory. I'll move my mug out the way. This was a victory for this Empress to let this go. This is where her success and abundance go. Wow. So when she decided or made the hard decision to release this immature energy, that's where her success comes in. It's almost like ideas show, so support comes, accolades. She starts shining better. Oh wow! Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me about this Empress. Oops. No, this is about that Emperor. This Emperor. No, this Emperor. He's lacking, and he's trying to take from this Empress. Yep. So the Emperor is trying to take from the Empress, but he wants to be with the Empress. Two of Cups here. You see this heart in the middle? They love each other. I say that because this was a hard decision to let them 10 wands go. A hard decision with these 2 of wands in reverse. That was like a crossroads energy. When you at the crossroads, 2 of swords type of energy, 2 of wands energy, is really, I gotta make a choice I don't want to make, because now it involves deep contemplation. It's not a, oh, okay, well, like a page turner. I like this book. I don't like this book. You put it down if you don't like it. When you in love, or you love someone, not necessarily in love, but you love somebody, it is a hard decision to release that individual, because your mind is trying to balance out all the different ways you could keep them in your life. But then if they're not cooperating, or if they're going against, whatever the situation is, they're not on the same page. Yeah, I mean, it becomes a very difficult decision that must be made. And with the 2 of wands in reverse, the 2 of wands for reverse spirit is always letting me know that a decision had to be made, and it was made. But there's still love here with the 2. So it's a decision to love somebody. Anytime I see 2s, it's automatically giving me thought processes and decisions. Oh yeah. It was hard, but it wasn't hard. The Emperor, the reason why the 2 of wands is in reverse in the crossroad energy, because there was a lot of lies told. 7 of swords. It's like the Emperor knows the Empress is who he loves, who he wants to be, but he's a liar. This Emperor, in reverse is a liar. They're sneaky. They try to get away with stuff. They could be smart, but not smart enough to stop lying. You know what I'm saying? It's not giving somebody who is wise enough to realize you don't bother to lie to the Empress. Don't lie to the Hierophant. I'm sorry. Yeah. Don't lie to the Hierophant. Don't lie to the High Priestess. Don't lie to the Queen of Swords. Don't lie. Just don't lie. Like all these people in these decks, when they're in the upright, their minds are clear, right? It represents a very clear individual who knows either who they are, what they're about, what they stand for, their purpose, all of that. This Emperor don't know who he is. That's why he's in reverse. That's why he's trying to cling to control. That's why he's trying to put people in competition. He don't know who he is. That's when you put people in competition like that, you constantly seeking validation by all this competition. And the Wheel of Fortune is here in reverse. So it's giving bad luck energy. But I feel like Spirit got this Empress covered and protected. She gets to see the lies coming at her. She's making good decisions. She's loving on herself. Even though she loves this Emperor, she still loves herself. She's successful because she's dropping burdens. This is also somebody who knows how to delegate responsibility. Somebody's like, she might even have a staff. She may run a business and she has a staff of people that works for her, so that all the burdens are not on the Empress. No matter how smart, creative, and innovative she is, she has to have people to delegate the task to get things done. I feel like that's what she has surrounding her. Meanwhile, you got competition, loss of money, lies, bad decisions, and bad luck that surrounds this Emperor. This is really uncanny. Eight of Wands. And he makes very impulsive decisions to do stuff like this. It's kind of like somebody has no impulse control. They also don't communicate well. They communicate, Eight of Wands, but I don't think they communicate in a way that is not problematic, put it that way. This is given like somebody, what the way these cards are, they're surrounded by a lot of confusion. They make it very, their decisions tend to hurt them, but they haven't figured out that yet. That clinging to control is fear based. Maybe something traumatic happened in their youth that they feel like they got to control every situation, but it turns them into an emperor reverse. Somebody who's not able to stand up, able to be a manly man who's in his full capacity or his masculine energy. This is probably somebody in a distorted energy based on their upbringing. You said, aren't they all? Funny. Ah, oh, I meant to be at the bottom of the deck, but I missed that. Tell me more about this Emperor, Ace of Coins in reverse. This Emperor doesn't have. I feel like this Emperor also doesn't have a place to stay. With the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, they don't have a stable foundation. They don't have a home, apartment. Wherever they stay is probably with somebody because they lack. They need. They could be very codependent and need a lot of other people to survive. Tell me more, Spirit. Ooh, Spirit said that's justice. Wow. They could also be in jail. Take it how it resonates. That's not for everybody. But there's justice here. So whatever lies and drama that this emperor tried to put this empress in, they receive karmic justice for the things that they do. They don't get away with it. You know what I mean? Like it's not, you know, I was addressing someone yesterday, well, more than one actually, a couple people I had conversations with yesterday, and we were talking about uh the masculine energy that happened to be the way I described this, and how they the people that I was talking to, the two different individuals I was talking to, was wondering if they were ever going to understand the gravity of what they've done, or the things that they do. And when you are in this emperor in reverse energy, a lot of times folks are getting justice all the time. But these are the people that think things just happen to them. I went over here, I did this, and then this happened to me. Like, all right, Spirit just gave me an example. I went over to this store in this community, and I went to this store, and when I came out, these guys was trying to steal my car. And I was able to get to it, but damn, they messed up the paint, and they did this and they did that. And they want you to feel bad for them. Damn, that happened to you. I'm sorry that happened to you. That's messed up. Why would people try to do that, right? But they leave out the fact that they went to a high crime community that they know of. They got haters in that community because they started some crap years ago that they started, maybe when they was young, but people still hate them. They left the car running. Okay. They just happened to come out in time before somebody could get away. They left the car running and open. They were a lame duck, a sitting duck in that type of territory. These are kind of things that happen to an emperor in reverse. They set themselves up for failure because they have no impulse control. They have no ability to take account for things before they happen, like no accountability, no responsibility. Like these people don't foresee that there could be anything wrong with what they do. They could be real laissez-faire how they handle their business, and then they wonder why somebody stole from them. They're wondering how come they keep using my credit card, and how did they get it? Well, you left your wallet open. in the middle of a party, and then you wonder how was your card charged? Like, you put it on the table and left it there. Like, I don't, like, these people think things just happen to them, but they keep getting justice so that they can learn lessons. But when they in that operate in that mind that things just happen to them, they're not getting the lesson. They're not changing. That's actually giving like death and reverse energy, because I'm resistant to change. I'm resistant to growing up. I'm resistant to being better. I just want to keep doing the same things I've always done. I'm not cautious with myself. I have no boundaries. And they think also that other people have no boundaries. Always acting like a victim of the circumstances. And I feel like spirit is blocking them from this Empress energy, because she's making wiser decisions. She's letting go of burdens. She's delegating, and she's inspiring, and she's loving herself. She still loves the Emperor. Don't get me wrong. Love don't die just because you don't. But I feel like they're not together, because his juju is bad. Like, it's like he walked with bad energy. That's not. You can't come to no Empress like that. She smelled that a mile away. It's like, damn, you didn't get it. You didn't get it. It's like having a high school love, for this Empress and this Emperor. Having a high school love. Y'all break up. Y'all grow up a little bit. And then next time she meets you, you still saying the same thing. You still doing the same thing, Emperor. Ain't nothing changed. So as much as I love you, I probably miss you. That's what she says. I can't do it. She got to make them stand on it. And one thing I'll say too, when it comes to masculine, if they truly love a person, they do everything in their power to get themselves together. If this emperor chooses this empress, he will do anything in his power to change it. He will reverse himself and become that emperor, not the emperor in reverse. It has happened, it can happen. But when you realize, like, I feel like with this empress, she probably realized that this emperor, this counterpart, this soulmate is probably a long way off from getting it together. So she decided to drop it as a burden. And I don't blame her. I would make them stand on it. And we not. That's right. Make them stand on it. Tell me more, Spirit. The moon, yeah. So there was a lot of lies told, but the Empress could see through it. Like, and on top of that, with the moon energy, it is feelings that run deep. The that loving energy is deep, but I feel like she is very much in her self-worth, very much understanding who she is. What is this? What is this? Oh, Nine of Pentacles. In reverse. There's a codependent energy when it comes to this emperor. He's codependent on her energy. He is codependent on her energy. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, you haven't. Damn, that's a lot. What am I taking? Five. Oh, Five of Swords. He don't want to fight with her though. He don't want to fight with the Empress, but he's codependent on her energy. This is, some people. It's like they might not say it, y'all. Hear me out. Sometimes folks won't say it. I know I'm lucky when I'm with you. But they realize it when you pull your energy back. That their blessings that they receive, or the type of blessings they received when they were with you, is nothing that they can duplicate anywhere else. So they codependent on your energy. But when somebody's codependent on your energy, they also can be an energy vampire and suck you dry. And then you wonder what's wrong. Like, why I can't get up and go? Why I can't do that? Because you can't even put yourself first with somebody who's codependent on you. They could also be codependent, like somebody could be codependent on them. But this person is looking at this Empress. Ooh, too many, too many, too many. I haven't touched this deck in so long. They just want to fly out. Ooh. Yeah, Queen of so yeah, the Emperor does have a Jezebel karmic. Ooh, and they having tower moments. Wow. So the Emperor is having a tower moment. Um, I feel like this Emperor is starting to realize where their blessings are, and it's with this Empress. And they also and I was just saying how there's a codependent energy in this situation, and that this Emperor could also have a codependent energy, meaning somebody codependent on them, and that would be this Queen of Wands Jezebel spirit. Somebody that leeches off of them. Somebody is trying to steer them in another direction. Somebody wants to be in competition with this Empress. The Queen of Wands is known for going up against the Empress because she feel like she could stand toe to toe with the Empress, not remembering that she is not an Empress. Okay, and if you definitely in that reversal energy, that nasty wickedness about her, this is a temptress. This is a witch kind of energy. She can't ever hold a candle to the Empress. And I feel like this Emperor had her in competition, but it was also in comparison. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is somebody who was looking at the Empress, but then being seduced by the Queen of Wands in reverse. Looking at the Empress, but constantly being triggered by this Queen of Wands in reverse. Because this Queen of Wands in reverse would emulate the Empress energy as much as she possibly could. Just to lure that Emperor away and keep him in a low vibrational energy so he doesn't stand up and become who he's supposed to be. This is somebody who knows the art of manipulation, who knows spell work, But what this Queen of Wands does not get and is possibly frustrated, especially with this Five of Wands. I feel like there's a frustration here about this competition. Is she's probably wondering, why am I still in competition with this Empress? Because the Empress has the Emperor heart right here. He don't want to fuss and fight with the Empress. He is in love. This is I'm in love with you energy, but he can't get right now because he got somebody tugging at his lower vibration. He got somebody that's feeding his ego, that's giving him pride issues. You know what I'm saying? That's over there telling him, Daddy, you can do what you want to me. You can have all the women you want, Daddy. I got you. Meaning he could run right over her and she let him. Meanwhile, the Empress has principles and respect about herself and understanding about who she is. She got self-worth. This Queen of Wands don't have self-worth. They just cock their legs open. They be submissive if that's what the man want. They find money, get the little trinkets they think the man want. You know what I'm saying? The clothes, the shoes, the cars, whatever. They look fancy and they got nothing. Remember, I said this emperor ain't got no pot to piss in or window to throw it out of. They don't have it. But the Queen of Wands in reverse, she don't care. She like what it looked like because it's competition. She like what it look like, and she also likes that the fact that this Empress doesn't have the Emperor. It's almost like she don't really want him. She just don't want the Empress to have him. So he's stuck and not growing, but needing to make a change. I'm really surprised I have not seen death in reverse here. But I'll say this. Something is changing. Something's changing fast. I do feel like spirit is blocking this negative energy over here. With this justice is a protection. It's like a shield over this situation with this emperor. Protecting this empress with love and energy. Keeping the drama away from her. Six of Swords. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I thought this was the Five of Swords. So the Six of Swords in reverse is given there's been a resistance to change. I still feel like this emperor does not want to. He does not want to leave this empress. He doesn't want to let her go. And then you got to think about it. Why would he want to let her go? Why wouldn't he want to hold on to her a little bit longer? Right? Because she come with the love. She come with the nurturing. She come with the success. You know what I'm saying? Her love is that mother energy. That nurse, you can't get that from everybody. You just can't. You really can't get that from anybody. And she also knows who the fuck she is. That's why she's able to drop them burdens like, oh, you ain't about to bring me down, sir. Okay. So this emperor has come in with a lot of issues. And the empress is putting herself first. That's what I'm getting. But there's a tower moment. I also heard the grass ain't greener, so he may have thought that with this, well, she's pulling on his lower vibration with this Queen of Wands in reverse. This Jezebel is able to convince him that we gonna be all right. You don't need nobody but me, just me, boo. And he's like, okay, went off with this one. And he getting justice. He keep getting karma after karma after karma after karma. This person don't even. He gets so many things happen to him because of his association with this Queen of Wands. He can't even remember when things was good. He can't remember when it was good. But he does remember what was good in his life, and it was that Empress. This is somebody traumatized by this Queen of Wands in reverse. I mean, traumatized. Whether she's a low vibrational girlfriend, baby mama, or mother, this Queen of Wands in reverse is a codependent hot mess that is probably like a smotherer, like somebody who's always do this for me, take care of me, do that for me. I can't do nothing. I told y'all a long time ago, there's a reader of mine. I haven't listened to her in a minute, but every time this type of energy comes up, there's a one statement she said that came up that cracked me up. She said, this person is so codependent that when they bend over to fart, they need you to pull their behind cheeks apart to let it out because that's how helpless this person is. You know, the way men operate, masculine energy operates in service to the woman that they claim to love, that they feel obligated to take care of. They operate in service. He goes out, he's a hunter gatherer. He goes out, he gets the money, he brings it home. He builds the home with the Empress. He feeds gives the money to so for her to cook the food and buy the food and clean the clothes and da da da. Like if you're gonna talk about like old school gender roles, right? That's what we talk about. That's what an emperor in an upright would do. But an emperor in reverse is somebody who's only dealing with a lower vibration, is more a selfish energy, more me fi me. Can I get some top? You know what I'm saying? And you know, um, want the woman to do more for them than they are willing to do to balance out the relationship. This Queen of Wands don't care about balance. She also is also concerned about control. So they resonate with each other to a degree because they're on that low vibrational scale together. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times when the man is tantalized by the seductress, it's because he's not really resonating in his masculinity and he's not grown up. He or she, don't matter, whoever is the masculine is not, mature. They may not have seen a mature man in their life. Their grandfather could have been a jerk. They daddy could have been a jerk. Their uncles could be a jerk. So they emulate what a jerk is. That's what they know. You know what I mean? Or if they did have good men in their life, it could have been the women that spoiled them. Because a lot of times the imbalance comes from one person doing more than the other. And that kind of can ruin a child. That overdoing it. Sometimes it's a underdoing it, and then sometimes it's a overdoing it. The child must have balance. The parents need to be on the same page. They need two parents. That parent, because two people don't always parent. You understand what I'm saying? So a masculine like this is demonstrating he don't have balance in some aspect of his life. So if he's imbalanced, he don't feel good enough for the Empress, no matter how much he love her, no matter how much he choose her. He can't treat her right. So it's up to the Empress to say, well, I treat me right, which means I can't have you in my life if you can't treat me right. This type of emperor in reverse is going to go to the easiest next best thing. The Queen of Wands in reverse. They're going to go to somebody who ain't going to require them to change, who is not going to require them to stand up, who doesn't have no more boundaries than they do. Meanwhile, his neck craned over here, wondering what she doing because she over here abundant. But at the same time, he miserable and hated over here with this one. She only got mask on. She's a bunch of illusions and delusions. This person is a liar. She over there trying to make the Empress to be something she's not with that moon magic and that moon energy. So make them stand on it, Empress, because I feel like this is more about this emperor and all their drama having to lose you because they choose this Queen of Wands. Whether it's by choice, whether it's by I'm obligated because this person can't fart without me helping them, I don't know. But whatever reason they choose this Queen of Wands, it is to their detriment. It brings them bad fortune. It's bringing their foundation, whatever looked like a foundation, it's bringing it down. It's crack, 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 boom. So this situation won't ever last. And this emperor won't ever really get it together until they decide to mature. They got to grow up. They got to open up. They have to recognize that this person loved me or treated me well and I need to treat them better. But they are so stuck in this lying codependent energy, getting justice but still not realizing what's wrong. They can't see what's wrong because this one over here constantly opening them legs, constantly throwing them distractions, buying them things, feeding that low vibrational energy, pumping their head up with nonsense. Oh, you the man. You the man, you the man, you the man. Then turn around and taking their self-esteem by telling them, you ain't it. You ain't got no money. This is a very manipulative energy. This masculine, this emperor wouldn't know where he coming or going with somebody that's a Queen of Wands in reverse in their life. This person is going to take them all the way down, and they're going to need to be stripped down. They're going to need to be stripped down before they could come up, before they could recognize what it is they really need. But they really are codependent on this Empress energy. And I ain't gonna lie, I also feel like sometimes when it comes to Empress, the Queen of Wands wants to mask themselves also as an Empress. They cannot hold that facade long. It does not last because the vicious and the nastiness does come out. Eventually everybody gets to see it. And then she may go back into hiding, put the mask on for a temporary spell just to keep him in line. Like they got some psycho stuff going on. Psycho stuff. Okay? Round and round psychotic mess going on right here. And I feel like Spirit kept saying, well, let's just move this out the way. Let's focus on you, Empress. You know what I'm saying? Let's focus on you. Your wealth, your abundance. You over there getting rid of burdens. You over there shining. You know what I'm saying? She might even have a new soulmate coming in because this person can't get it together because they're too low vibrational. Tell me more, Spirit. Oh, yeah, Spirit said take. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Spirit said slow down. I'm telling you, I ain't worked with this deck in a minute. I had to recognize what I had in my hand. Four Swords. The Emperor is anxious because they can't be with this Empress. They anxious. This is the type of person that might come back around spinning the block before they really are ready to do what it is that they need to do to change. Like whatever that improvement is. The Lovers card in reverse. That's a whole bunch. I'm not taking all of that. Yeah, this person is was in deep contemplation, but they're anxious now. Like they want to still have this Empress, but they gotta be able to get rid of, excuse me. Get rid of or sacrifice this Queen of Wands. It's hard though, because the Queen of Wands is definitely pulling at their lower vibrations. Tell me more. Yeah. Damn, I didn't expect that. No, so that was Spirit's way of saying I meant for you to see the Lovers again. So here it is. The Lovers in reverse. This Emperor knows that they made a bad choice. They made a bad choice with this Queen of Wands. I closed my eyes when I pulled that just now. Ace of Swords, yep. They don't stand in their truth. And this is also the Empress understanding the lies that were told. Also, her cutting through all the lies that were told. Tell me more, Spirit. Why Etika? The Sun, yeah. I get that this Empress energy has lost faith and some hope in this Emperor because there's too much lying going on. Yeah. Their offers are offers. Oh, I'm turning it the wrong way. The offers are dirty. They're moody. They're immature. I just get a lot of immature energy with this Emperor. There's not a lot to get excited about for this Empress. Oh, this goes here. It's not a lot to get excited for. It's kind of like it's a little depressing. I think I was telling y'all yesterday in a previous live that I read somewhere that potential when a person sees potential in another person, it has a lot to do with the fact that they believe that person is underutilizing their potential in that what did it say? Wait, let me say it right. They potential you see in people is what you would do if you had their circumstances. Okay, now that I said it right, let me repeat it. Potential is what you would do if you had that person's circumstances. That's why a lot of times people let you down because we build up these expectations because we saw potential. Potential is what hooks us into that attachment we get with that person. Like, oh, this person is really, really smart. They could be whatever they want to be, and I want to be in the same air and energy with this person, right? So they're charming, they're fun to be with, they're ha ha he he. You might even like their family, you might not like their family, but you definitely love and like that person. And then time goes by and you realize, wait a minute, I mean, I thought they were going to do X, Y, and Z. Like, for example, if they were a writer, I thought they were writing a book. It's we going on 3 years, and where's the book? They done lost their publishing deal because they ain't producing. They done lost opportunity to work with illustrators. It's something about this person. They're procrastinating. They're not growing. They're not changing. They're not evolving. They're not making more money or whatever it is. Potential. They had a lot of potential, but they're not doing what they could do with their potential. So that starts to impact your expectations. That starts to bring sadness into a situation. With the sun in reverse, now the sun can light up an entire spread, upright or reverse. However, it also indicates depression and sadness. And with this being right next to the the Ace of Swords in reverse is saying that the truth hurt. The truth hurt, and the reality of everything is clear. I fell in love with potential, and it hurt me because I had expectations. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So the Empress had to drop that energy. She had to drop all those wands. She had to let go of her expectations and deal with the reality of it that this person may not get it together. They're gonna keep taking her through nonsense and involving and making bad choices and involving other people and going in the wrong direction and not having impulse control and always saying sorry. I hear that here right here. I hear I'm sorry. I'm sorry. A lot. They say this a lot to the Empress, or they said it a lot. She like stand on that sorry then. You trifling. Stand on it. You know what I'm saying? Cold as Pepsi. But damn, Spirit said make them stand on it. Um, some of the empresses that are watching me, and people in Empress energy. Let me skip ads because I don't know why I need to have that right now. Y'all not gonna take a person back even when they clean up because the pain of dealing with this vicious cycle makes you feel like, you know what, they could keep doing that. Like if I open up my heart and in a physical way, meaning allow you in my space, you may just take me through it again, and I gotta go ahead and I gotta go through this process of grieving and shedding and in actualizing what this is, like really knowing what it is, right? But this emperor, I'm telling you, is very distracted, but very much aware that this should have been his counterpart, and that this low vibrating Queen of Wands in reverse was a bad choice. But it's kind of like their decisions are glued to their face now. Like if you picked up a card and just stuck it to my face, it's like, damn, I gotta live with this decision. Like an arrow or a target on myself. I really put like there this queen is gonna make sure that they dig their heels real deep in this emperor because they don't want to let their hooks out of them. They don't want them to grow up. They don't want them to change. They don't want to give them no incentive to do that. But at the same time, even though they don't want to, justice is here. The wheel of fortune is here. The tower is here. Something is going to change. Their realization, their growth and development may be stunted due to whatever happened in their life, but things will change. Even if their address has to change, is something going to change? And I say address, I'm thinking first thing that came to mind was homelessness, like rock bottom. Not that they get to change addresses and come to this Empress. No, 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 no. Meaning they may lose it all dealing with somebody sucking them dry like a succubus. Because that's what a Queen of Wands will do. She will suck you dry and suck you off while she do it. You won't, that this kind of energy won't know what hit them because they too busy worried about getting top. They too busy worried about having low vibrational pleasures taken care of versus um, building something. They want to build what it looked like, but they don't want to build that's a foundation, a legacy. And you not know you can't be no emperor in the upright and not be focused on what is my foundation. You know, an emperor will know how to give to an empress. She ain't got to school him and raise him like everybody else. He would know. So this is somebody posing, but still on this lower vibration. You know what I'm saying? We gotta recognize and look. The answer is yes. This might be a twin flame or it could be a false flame situation. Take it how it resonates because this emperor in reverse ain't ready nowhere near this empress. Nowhere near her. And this empress ain't responsible at all for however this emperor is turning out right now. The things that he's doing. These two things are not the same. They don't even they're not even in the same sphere. But they knew each other. They came inside. And this Queen of Wands knows peas that because she's a broken little girl and they like to play together. The Empress is somebody who might have been a broken little girl in the past, but did the work and is still doing the work on herself. That's what makes the difference. You know, she's not perfect. She just works on herself because that's what you're supposed to do when you start to grow up. You're supposed to get it together. You're supposed to improve so that your happiness, your station of life, your future life should be well. You plant seeds. Tell me more, spirit. Receive. Tell me more, spirit. Commitment. So remember I was saying about the Empress, if you were on earlier. I was saying the Empress gets intuitive downloads. She's like the high priestess in that way. She's spiritually in tune. Spirit gave messages to this Empress to distance herself and drop the burden of this Emperor in reverse. Meanwhile, I heard two things about the Emperor. They want a commitment with this Empress, of course, because they're codependent on her energy, but they also are committed to their nonsense, right? And you can't have it both ways. And you notice that both of these have hands. She re- she released it. That's why her hand is open. She received the message and she released what she needed to release. Meanwhile, he holding on to dear life because he's trying to control. He still got a grip. He want a grip on her. He want a grip on his Queen of Wands. He wants a grip on whatever he can control. So now he want a commitment, but he ain't done the work yet. Man, tell me more. Who knew pulling out my old deck would feel like this? My very first tarot deck. He sees this emperor. You know, let me tell you something. I feel, yep, I feel that this emperor is starting to feel the pain of the loss of this empress because they very well may have been twin flames. And what she felt for him, he's now feeling now. And to some degree, because she's a little elevated in spirit. She's elevated. I won't say a little. She's elevated in spirit in that she's healing better. She's focused on her healing and her growth and development. He, on the other hand, is starting to feel like she don't want me. Like the insecurity he tried to give the Empress. He's starting to feel that now. Because life ain't going so well for him. It's a little drama filled. It's a bunch of lies there. Financially, it ain't going well. Now, I don't know if the Empress, I don't think the Empress was ever at a financial loss, but she might have been a little stagnant. Things might have slowed down for her because her mind was probably focused on this. Now his energy is focused on her. He contemplating his next move. Yeah, because she is creative. There's too many. Creativity and abundance. She's inspiration. Meanwhile, he contemplating how would he commit? What would we do next? Staying heartbroken over this separation. Once again, two symbols that match. There's a paintbrush here and a paintbrush here. She can paint. This is this Empress is a manifester. Okay, she can manifest anything what she want. She speak it, it exists. This one over here, this Empress over here manifesting heartbreak, abandonment issues, child issues. Like they manifesting it to a surface where it just stays right there and hurts them more and more and more. This is somebody that's not trying to manifest healing. Somebody stuck in their victimhood, stuck in their heartbreak, contemplating it, always on their mind. How much they love and miss this person, but they over here with that person. Dummy. Big old dummy. As what's the name? Fred Sanford's son. Lamont, you dummy. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but you know what I'm saying. He called him a straight dummy. You just do dumb stuff. You dumb. That's what I feel like with this Empress in reverse. He's a big old dummy. She paused this. Uh-oh. Pause does not mean end. I'm going to just clear that up right now. Pause does not mean end. Oops. And he is feeling the sting of the things that he did to the Empress in the past. She's over there healing, but there's a pause. And I feel like the pause means because there's a lot of divine timing situation going on here with the Justice card, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Tower. So there may be something that strips this masculine, down to where they show up right for this Empress. Now, I'm not promised nothing like that, but I'm getting that. I'm just getting that. So for some of you, it's not for everybody. This Emperor is in a contemplative energy because he's getting ready to take a step toward this Empress. He's extremely attracted to this Empress. This ain't for everybody, yo. Some of them are just going to be in their head and that's it. Some people, and then you can feel that, and that's the attachment to your energy. Some people just sit there and contemplate and stay in their head and never take action because some of them feel like it's futile. Like, what's the point? She gonna reject me, so they scared of rejection and they won't take a step. Some of them are feel rejection because they don't want to take accountability. In order to apologize, you have to take accountability. I don't think that the Emperor in reverse can handle that. They gotta go get some help. But I feel like there's a pause for some of y'all where this might not be over. They may miraculously get themselves together. You can only hope and pray for that. But I wouldn't waste no more energy on them, honestly. I would just move away, focus on my abundance. If it's paused in that way, let it show its head when it do. But for the most part, they need to stand on it and prove it. If they say, oh, I've changed, we just on a break. I love you. I know I was always going to come back, but, I've changed. Make them show you. Make them stand on that. Yeah, this Emperor's at the crossroads. And, that's how you know they really are resonating with low vibrational energy because how in all the hell can you ever actually be at the crossroads with an Empress and a Queen of Wands? That means that Queen of Wands magic is working on that Negro. Excuse my, a lot was about to come out and I stopped it. But she really works him. It's like the Queen of Wands in reverse is somebody who don't let up with their manipulation. They do a lot of intermittent things to keep the manipulation going. She don't give this man's mind a break. That's why he's trying to contemplate why he's in separation with somebody he loves. That's why he's kind of trying to figure out what's the problem. Is the problem me? Is the problem she? Is the problem her? Who's the problem? They don't know because they always got this person in their ear, okay, saying this, that, and the third. What's the bottom? Yeah. Any guidance about this piece? I remember talking to somebody and I said, "Oh, your person don't want me. Your karmic don't want." I didn't, this is not the exact conversation, but your karmic doesn't want me around. No, I said, well, I believe. Why you messing with that bitch and why you got that? Don't leave that bitch alone. Don't go around her. And they was like, nah. I said, oh, okay. Then the other thing is, hey, babe, I made your favorite meal. I love you. And then they get lured in. That's seduction. They lure them in with some food or some of their favorite things. And they went over like the daggone Pied Piper. Stuck to this Queen of Wands and this needy ass, codependent Queen of Wands. And this is something that they do intermittently, meaning they probably do a mixture of silent treatments, nagging, being mad at somebody for no reason, back to silent treatment, back to nagging, being mad at somebody. Like they go through some type of cycle, some type of ebb and flow with this person that works for them in some kind of way. It's weird, but it works for them. This is what they do. This is how they go. This is how what they do. You know, and anybody that's outside of that is used. That person gets used in that type of game. He said Jezebel Hussey. Yes. They get used. Sometimes the Jezebel loves the cat and mouse of taking the man, but don't really want the man or the woman, whoever. They like the chase. You ever heard of couples? I've been hearing about this since I was in high school. Couples who they get together, they can't last long. They go through a cycle, they break up. And in the moment one of them starts to move on, the other one comes back into their life. They get back together only to break right back up once they broke it up, whatever else is going on. It's like, I really don't want you, but I don't want you to move on. That's what I'm getting with this Queen of Wands. She's like, she don't really want, she probably even expressed it to this Emperor reverse. I don't want you, which would cut down his self-esteem. I don't really want you, but I don't want you with her. So guess what? We gonna do this thing and we gonna keep doing it. Now she may not verbalize it like that, y'all, but that's the sentiment. That's how it feels. And this this Empress recognized the lies with the Ace of Swords in reverse. She saw it and it was depressing. That's why the sun is in reverse. It was disappointing, right? Because she fell in love with expectations. There was expectations here. This masculine can't live up to the expectations. They're not in that position right now. They're not in that mind frame of maturity to do that. Yeah, victim. Oh, and they cry victim to this Empress all the time. Well, I can't, it's hard. And, yeah, okay, whatever. Meanwhile, they need to take action. I'm telling you right now, Somebody's situation, there's going to be a block being spun. We're on the shadow phase now of a Mercury retrograde. And then I think Mercury retrograde will end at the end of the month. So we're going to feel the effects for at least the whole 30 days of December before we the retrograde is over. And by January, we move direct and it's going to feel like things moving faster, put it that way. And I always say plus or minus 5 days, but something like that. Some people say 2 weeks. I don't know. I say I start feeling the effects usually within that 5 days after the retrograde. So with the first week of January. This masculine is known to whine, complain, and blame. Remember that whine, complain, and blame. Um, I do feel like though if he attempts to play some blame game with the Empress, like he did in the past, like I feel like this was cycles of it. Maybe when he was in and out of the Empress life, there was probably some repetitive conversations. That's why I mentioned the blackening yesterday. If you saw I don't find it to be a great movie. It was goofy. I think it was what it was for, goofiness, I guess. Yeah, there's a barrier. That's why Spirit split this up. In the blackening, there was a young man. I'm gonna call him the Emperor in Reverse, and he every year I guess they did this trip every year or something. But they would have a conversation. And he would say, "What's new with you?" His friend would say, "What's new with you?" And he was, "Oh, I found somebody." And then his friend said, "Did you now?" "Yeah, she's the one." And then from that point on, dude finished his sentences about her, about his circumstances. "I promise you, this is the only time I'm done. I'm putting my player card up, or blah, blah, blah." But everything that this man tried to say, the friend was able to say back to him verbatim. And all he could say is, "What? I'm different now." Mm-mm, you're not. So Spirit put a barrier up to this. No, won't let either one of y'all cross this barrier until some changes are had. There's a pause. Maybe you are pausing to see what this person is going to do, or you just, I don't know. But this person knows that they got to take action. I do hope that you empresses are not waiting while there's a pause here. I hope you're not waiting for this person. Don't, because your blessings come from you moving on. When you drop that burden, that 10 of Wands, that's your blessings. Waiting for this person, peak. Don't if the you could see their social media, don't watch it. Trust me, it's a liberating feeling to not look back. It's not that they can't get it together, take action, and do the right thing. Just don't look back while you do your thing. Because it's not a competition. It's just get your life together. Get your self esteem together. Rise up your own stock. You know what I'm saying? Mm-mm-mm. Well, y'all, take it how it resonates on this. If it don't resonate, don't take it. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment in the comment section. Make sure you ring the bell. Ring the bell so you get notifications of anytime I go live. Y'all, if y'all not getting notifications when I go live, please unsubscribe and resubscribe to see if that changes anything. I don't know if that works or helps or whatever, but you should get notification that I'm live at the time I'm live, especially whatever platform you follow me on. It should be obvious. So I don't know how TikTok works with that, but uh, YouTube and when I'm on IG, I got a live coming up on the 8th, I believe it is. I forgot. Sis made the flyer. I think it's next Friday. We'll be on three readers for the price of one or none. because we didn't put up our cash apps. Next time we will. But we read people over there. Three of us will read you. I read everybody on Thursday nights, 9:30 p.m. Um, mm-mm-mm. Yeah, don't wait for this person, y'all. That's the advice. Don't hold on to this victimhood, blame, shame, game. Don't do it. Because this masculine will have you waiting, thinking that they're going to get it together when they don't. Because you was holding on to attachment and, what I say? Attachment and potential. Mm-mm. No, when I teach my students about potential and kinetic energy, we talk about the boulder at the top of the hill. It's pretty damn big. And you know, if you know anything about kinetic energy, when you tip that boulder over, it starts to roll, 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 roll. And it gets heavier and faster and faster and faster, right? When we see a big boulder at the top of the hill, we just know it's going to go super fast. I don't know if it's a wheel or something you can tie something to. You can get something down that bottom of that hill, lickety split. Boom. But that's just the potential. You know that that could happen. Your person is standing on the top of that hill like a little pebble. They don't see themselves as the boulder that they are. You do. You get me? You see it. But that ain't what they see. That's why they won't live up to what they need to live up to. You see it. They can't. They got to save themselves, y'all. Well, again, I appreciate y'all coming. Thank you. And I'm thinking, let me see what time it is. I might do one more. So I'm going to end this stream and start the next one. If you want to join me, I'll be there. Peace.